Okay, okay, this is a land tour of 2017. Okay, let's start off on the Pensy. Why is my webcam not on? Really? Shoot, shoot, shoot. Why is it on? I just moved the camera. Why is it on? Wait a minute. Wait, I'm having a little technical problems. Uh, Let me fix this. Okay, now, I don't know why. Let me figure this out. Okay, why is my camera not turning on for me? Okay, let me figure out this. Okay, why is this not? This guy doesn't want to come on. Let me figure this out. I may just restart a new one. Just gonna do this. Okay, now I figured it out. Let me get back to this. Start in the staging yard. And this is let me turn on the lights. And this is my layout tour video. Okay, we're gonna start here from staging back here. There's a 3-track staging yard with 2 freight trains here. Might add some more. I have a room to add one more. Maybe. I don't know. I might can fit in another track, though there is a helper pocket, and then there is Youngstown and Cleveland freight. And that's, if I lift the camera, let me get the camera up higher so we can show you and that's the staging yard back there. Then we proceed on the staging branch back in the corner and go all the way into front over here where it joins the main. After joining the main line, it then, and this is out of MO Tower, staging's MO Tower. Then we come on the main line from the staging branch and we're going eastbound, or no, we're going westbound. We're going west out of there, and then we come up to the switch behind that building, behind the Conway Yard office, is the make to the double track main line at Freedom Tower. As we proceed, these will be all Pensy position lights signals with signals up in the control panels, like the one up above. Right? Let me see. There's the building. So there's the little control panel way up above. That's all red right now. and there is working signals there. I'll throw the switch for you. Right there. And we gonna bring it as a main 1, main 2, main 1, main 2, and then opposite direction it goes all red. With that, then we proceed on main 2, and main 2 is actually the staging pocket right now for the passenger train and Pittsburgh Freight, the mixed freight. And it's behind there. There's a little subway tunnel. Remember last year, problem with lighting. Still that because the light bulb burnt out in there. The LEDs I put in there. I forgot to put resistors, and we put the tunnel on, and we forgot. Haha. Though, then we go down here further, and we come up to back here. The track is out right now. Because we're working on this section. Though this would be normally in a mountain. You seen layout update layout tour last year, or any of the updates last year, you'll see it. And there's a crossover, and this is called Conway Junction. And Conway Junction then goes over here. There's a switch to go into Conway over here, and then it goes around the bend. Then there's the switch going on to the lift bridge that we'll show later. And then after the lift bridge, let me go this down again. Let me move this down. There is, as we proceed, we come to the engine house. So the airlocking tower at MO Tower, though we pass the freight house over here. As we proceed, we come to the next signals at MO Tower, and we'll show the engine house as well. And we'll do a little changeover. There, caution on the weather main, then it clears after a second, and block detection's not in yet. So, and then over here, and then the same thing happens over here. And clear. Okay. Now we walk around here. This is the rest of the engine house. There'll be a cooling tower over there. There'll be sand here. There's sand here. There'll be a crewman oiling my original locomotive I originally got for Christmas. And then we're going to have a water tower and ash pit and everything. After there, we go through here, and then we will show my waybill system at the end. And then we go around here, and then we come. Let me get the wire around. I guess I got it twisted. Okay, then we come up to back here. We come up to the diamond on the Pennsy. Let me get the wire and stuff. And that's the diamond with the Coal and Steel Railroad. And that's gonna be there's gonna be a park there and everything. I'm also thinking about another thing is I'm thinking about converting all my AC locomotives, to DC, so I can use DCC. I don't like the Lionel system, Lionel or the DCS. It's also more expensive. Goes across that diamond, and then we go into back to the staging yard. Now over at Conway, the rib track that's usually back there is out right now for maintenance. I took the buildings out. Right now we're working back there because of that. The scene's gone right now. So we would have a team rib track right here and a freight house. This is the freight house. And as I go around here, we will then come over through here. And we're still wiring. A couple days ago I put some white wire underneath and we did some soldering. Well, now we gotta finish up the backtrack and then we can put that back, and then we move on to the next section. And then we gotta work on signals and different stuff. Over here it goes. These are the classification tracks right here. In the front here, right here where my hand is, and then arrival departure track back here, and this is Conway Yard, and there's Freedom up top, and there'll be a HOLAD up there. From there we proceed past the Santa Fe. This switcher, there'll be one day one of the Coal and Steel Railroad locomotives painted, and they're based on the Youngstown Southern locomotives, right back there. And there'll be a maintenance scene, and the guy worked on the track and the crane based on my pep worked there at Conway. Then there's the Conway Yard office there, and then the yard lead. Also, it does the B&L Newcastle interchange here, EP&LE. So back there, we also had uncoupling magnets last year. Then there's the Coal and Steel Railroad offices right there, right over there. Coal and Steel offices right there, and the engine house that's painted like the Youngstown Southern engine house. Let me wind this down. Then we come across the diamond. This is going to be a layout update. Person had a question in my last video. I'm going to actually answer later. And then we will stop the video. Okay. Then across as I proceed through scenery, there'll be Smithberry right in front. There'll be a coke ovens, and then the coal mine. This is Jacob Coal Company, and we have signs at each location on the layout that are like right here is Lum Tower, right below here, and with the track diagram and what track is and what the spotting is at each industry and the numbers. Then we proceed from Jacob Coal Company, and then we come around to Newcastle in front. And Newcastle, we have the team track right. Let me aim this thing. Team track here. We have our scrapyard here. That'll be named after one of my uncles. And then we have the old train station that was in Newcastle on the Erie. And then we have Newcastle Steel. We have the blast furnace over there. We have Gumball Unloading, Coil Steel. And then in front we have our tin plate mill. And there's another spotter sign. Then we proceed across the lift bridge and then the trench on the Youngstown in Southern. And that's right here. Let me put a little more light in this area. So here's the trench, and then there's some cup holders for operators come over and they can have their drinks right here. And there's also a hobo scene in there. And then, though before that, we also have the little playground that was the park that was outside of Steel Mill in Newcastle, and they actually had a black and white like theater here and a like a theater and everything in there. And there's the playground. And I got this new swing set lately for this area. Here's the swing set, swinging back and forwards. Haven't got any detail. It was cheap. And there's the swing set. I went to a swap meet and just rummaged through some scrap pile, through some boxes, found some cars he was selling for $1 or $2, no gauge, and this swing set and some other stuff. That was good, and I'm gonna weather it to make it look more realistic. As we go through there, we come to the lift bridge, and that's based on the one on the Bessemer Lake Erie, on the bridge. And there's the bridge, and then we come over to like the park rail fan spot right here, a park area, like a platform, might be a flag stop. I haven't decided. And then it would go back into the tunnel. Over here, we also have my open hearth, and we also made some progress this year, putting in the nail in here, putting this in to make it work better. We're having problems right here. Put the little piece in. Let me see if I can aim my camera at it. There. That metal piece right here. We added that. We painted the control panel this year. So here's the control panel, and there's the toggle switch for the switches and the signals. It's all powered by tortoises. The switches are all tortoises. I said a couple are fast drive power switches. Only one or two. And then these switches are block switches, and this is all controlled by relays and toggle switches. And I thought about putting Adrenos in too to update a little bit of this technology. Also make this thing computer controlled if I want. So that might be in the future. Might be an add-on thing. So there's open hearth again, and the open hearth. I did have a question. Somebody explain my paperwork for the railroad on the last video I did, and then we'll do a little update. Then okay. It's kind of like the car cards and waybills. So these are prototype waybills. If I can bring up here. And what they do is they have a card number, load and empty, and if Youngstown Freight, what the train destination here, and then routing and spotting in the industry. Though the one thing I do differently is I do not, also other than using a prototype style waybill, is that I do not use a number top of the waybill. What I use is, and this is, I'll show this again in a second, is I use a system that Andy Sprandio used in a called small railroad operation. There's a stack of these in a box, and when they're pulled out, it tells me how many cars to send out. And there it is, and this tells me how many cars to send out. 5 cars are only allowed to send out from Newcastle. There's more than 5 cars, they have to sit there. Team track 0. That means nothing can be pulled. And go on. And then there's also situations like there's a hot box on train track 2 and Newcastle on YF, or there is a bad storm and you have to run a spotter car to head clear the tracks. From there, we also have, the other thing is I know a lot of the routing. I just go in there and say, this is how many cars that are getting sent to this industry. I know how many cars are getting sent to this location, and I just flip them. Yeah. The most important card, though, and we'll grab the Pittsburgh Freight one, is the job card. A job card gives your instruction to the crew, and it says Pittsburgh Freight number 1, Freedom Station to Conway Station. Leave passenger car at Conway Station. Do work at Conway Yard. Then pick up passenger cars at Conway Station back to Freedom. on main 2, and then it has the basic rules. I also have a rule book. There's a basic rules and what the train does. No. And then over here, we have, over here at the control panel, we also have a let me tighten this. This came loose. So we also have a sequence list. And this sequence list is our schedule, and we go down the list instead of time right now. And what we do is we have 1A and 2B. 2B means 2 and 2A, they run at the same time. So and then we move on to the next train, and I check it off to see where I am in my schedule, so I don't get mixed up. And they'll be dry erased. Then I also have train orders, and there's a clearance card on top. There's where you meet at one location, and then there's the orders of the day, and then OS and coins, the stations that are open at the time. And that's pretty much my operating paperwork, basics, and there's actually more coverage in previous videos, and I think I called them operation updates. And there's more coverage in my car routing as car movement or something. I think it was called, or it was like car movement cards or something like that. Progress lately. I got 2 things from Shapeways. I'm waiting for another thing. And I got some different orders I ordered lately. One is, and if I grab them, I don't know why they ship them in this. So these are lamps that go next to the switch. And if I open this one side that I already opened, open this, and I'll grab one, and I'll show you it. And here's the lamp. They're 3D printed, and they'll have LEDs, and they'll have LEDs that'll be bi-directional LEDs that'll turn red and green. And these will go right next to the switch stand and show the position of the route of the switch through the tortoise. They'll be right next to the switch stand. The other thing, other than that, instead of some paperwork that I'll show you a little bit from a guy I also got, is you can see this through the bubble wrapping. I'm not going to unwrap them, though. These are, I don't think the camera will pick them up, though. These are the openings for the coke ovens. And this is for a coal, and these are plaster casting, or I think plaster castings, and they will be painted up, and then I'll scratch build the rest of the building. So these are the openings. That's pretty much it. It says some operating paperwork I got lately from Big Bill, or not Big Bill, from DNH Bill. Thank you for that. This will be the end of the layout update if I see if anybody commented on the video. And then I'm going to retitle this to 2017. See if I on there. See if anybody commented. Any questions, answers. Oh, hi Lee. I see you now. Sorry, I'm just checking this. Check me. And I see, I'm talking to YouTube. Though, I search, hey Jonah. Hey, aren't you in Disney or something? I think that's why you're not in school this week. Hi, Lionel. Yeah. Anybody going? This is just a layout tour video. It's just some I do every year. Show layout tour. The layout's not that best condition this year. At this time, though, it's major work and it's my worry. So. Title this to 2017. Just some I do every year. Show. Okay. I'm pretty much going in. But wait a minute. One more thing. I'll show you the paperwork. Show some of it. I'll bring one piece over. Let me. And that's just one of the stack of stuff. I'm only showing one of it. And this is like restrictions of the day. And these are restrictions. These are Southern Pacific restrictions to the timetable, the normal speeding area, and where people have to watch out. And these are some of the rules too, and these are pretty cool. I have a bunch of other paperwork though. Shout out to the NH Bill. Okay, I think we're doing a live show tonight. I think it starts at 9, and it's already 9:13. Let me. Hey, Lee. This takes a lot of time up. Well, I'm trying to get done. I'm trying to get much work. Actually, I've been up since I got up at 4:49 to do some work down here. There's a lot of so that's pretty much it. Let me figure out where I am and stop this thing. Okay, I'm ending the show. Bye, everybody. Have a good night. And we're doing a live show on Adrenos over the YouTube Model Builder channel. Go over there and watch the video. Bye.